Welcome to the Sunset Archon channel, where we aspire to game from night to first light. And today we are playing Genshin Impact version 7.0 once again. And no, I haven't had enough of this even after 11 hours straight of playing 7.0 yesterday. We managed to get all of the Archon quest stuff out of the way, and now it's time for the real challenge. Running through the cold wasteland that is Snezhnaya. So without further ado, let's get started with that. We have a lot to get through. Mainly
it's always there.
Getting through trying to unlock all the statues of the seven, upgrading that sword. Also, going to the Meeting Point Chronicles. Wow, there's still a lot to get done. And I also want to finally get to some of these domains. 3 of them. On top of unlocking the teleport waypoint, so this isn't as difficult. What is this?
Perish.
What the? Was that always in the sky? One thing at a time, one thing at a time. Alright. So the first thing is to take care of this. Huh? Okay. We have storage containers now. Why they're in sets of 2, I have no idea, but this is one way for me to collect items from other players, I suppose. The question is, whose items are these? This is a good way to collect materials that you may need to level up a character as well. Especially good for items that you don't typically farm, like dandelion seeds. The sub-detection units, which apparently people have a hard time actually seeing. Withering purple blooms. And the Nilotpala lotus. But just out of respect for the person who actually laid this here, I'm not going to harvest everything out of here just for the sake of maxing out my inventory. Because look at this, I got 10,044 apples. I don't need help with that. Alright. It is not known when the traveler gave up on capturing sounds amidst the eternal silence. If that is the case, then allow me to say a few words. Alright, this thing is getting stronger. Let's see. It used to be when the traveler equips this, their attack will increase by 16% for 8 seconds when they hit after they hit opponent. At the same time, they also gain 3 elements of energy. This only triggers once every 5 seconds. Hello, Inner Grace. Welcome to the stream. Doing good. We are just getting started with the main exploration campaign of Snezhnaya. This is probably going to be a long one, but not as long as yesterday's stream. We will be taking breaks throughout the time, so sit back and relax. What? Wait a minute. Oh, you have got to be... I'm playing this on PS5 right now, and I'm just realizing they attached the gyroscope to the controller to this subtle movement of the sword on screen. The devs are really playing around with all kinds of different animations this year. Sure, what would you like to know? If I can answer it, that is. Alright. Actually, this will also be a good time to set up my next team. So right now, we are going with Stellar 1, a combination of Snezhnaya, Columbino, Raiden Shogun, and Skirk. Essentially, it is a blend of lunar reactions and stellar reactions, relying on a constant swap between the two. Now we have a Cryo Traveler and Odette. It might be a good time to set up a new team. Just gonna call this one Stellar 2. Sorry, but I am not currently looking to commission anyone to do logo stuff for me and all that.
Just what will we come across this time?
Alright.
Whatever would you do without me?
It is nothing personal, but I don't like beating around the bush. When someone actually goes to the trouble of asking me that, I will give them a straight answer, as to not waste either of our times, while still showing respect for what you do. Okay.
Give me a moment to compose myself.
And lastly, I'll just put Odette on this team as well, as I slowly but surely work on building her. Alright. So that team should be ready to go. Yeah, I really need to open up some new waypoints.
Merciless. Yeah.
Alright.
There is no escape. Annihilate.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
You know, I really don't understand these waypoints. Just showing the obvious. There's a heat source nearby. I understand the value of such notes if it is out of sight, but if it's just out in the open in broad daylight, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Traveler? Shh, I'm hunting. Keep your voice down. Don't spook the prey. look so surprised. There are all kinds of prey out in the Snezhnayan wilds. This time, it's a Fae gang. Well, all you need to know is that these aren't Fae you want to mess with. They aren't legitimate organizations like the Fatui, but their roots run just as deep. Here in Snezhnaya, most things considered prey are dangerous to get involved with, but a hunter has to make a living. Rumor has it that some of these gangland folks have connections at the Energy Commission, and they've got a real hoard of Kresnik Crystal. All for smuggling, of course. It won't appear on Project Stooge's ledger, so no officials will investigate, even if it gets stolen. Don't worry. Like I said, Fae gangs aren't legitimate organizations. Once the crystal has been distributed to freezing villagers, do you really think they'd dare go door to door to take it right back under the Druzhna's nose? And as for me, they can't trace this back to me. Just doing what needs to be done. Besides, it's nothing particularly noble. I'm just one crook robbing another. It's always good to have extra help, but... you know what? With your skills, you'll be fine. Good boy. Sit. Are there horns inside? And how about claws? So, the gang's heavyweights are present and they're armed. How many horns are we talking? More than 10? Still can't count to 10, huh? Looks like I'll have to go and check for myself. I'm confident I can figure out their exact numbers, but I'll need to get closer. Traveler, stay hidden nearby with Tugarin for now, and wait for my signal.
Sorry, but I'm really not looking for new banners and overlays. All that you see, I try to make myself, and I am working on my own thing right now.
Excuse me. I wasn't aware that someone lived here.
Where'd you come from, kid? What do you want?
I'm just a hunter. I've been hunting nearby and used up all my fire water, so I need to find somewhere to warm up.
Save it, kid. You better scram, or there'll be trouble.
All right. 2 outside the door, 3 inside. No need to worry about runners after all.
The heck do you mean by that?
Like I said, I'm hunting.
There's the gunshot. It's go time!
Ready to taste my fists?
Shine down! Come on, keep up!
Just you?
Let's search the place and see where they hid the crystal.
So, what's inside? Not that I...
Not a single piece in here. What were they guarding this cabin for, then? A key and a card? What do you think they're for? Hold on to the card for now. As for the key, it's probably for that door over there. Makes sense if you think about it. Hoarding crystal is dicey business right now, so they'd want to keep their stash well hidden. Sure. Assuming this key unlocks the door. There's nothing here. Did we just get unlucky this time? This ice. No, This ice is fresh. Probably put here to keep people out. Guess we'll have to go deeper if we want to find our crystal. 2 safeguards in a row. Must be quite the horde. No problem. It hasn't formed for long, so this should be a cinch. Sure enough, there's a path. Traveler, let's go. On reflection, that was a risky move I made back there. Diving headfirst into a suspicious cave isn't how an experienced hunter should operate. But it had to be done. Too many people need this crystal.
Stay back!
Wait, what? How are there gang members here too? Not just yet. Not until we know what's going on. Looks like there are 2 groups over there. I'll need to use my scope to see clearly.
I said stay back! All of you! I've got the detonator in my hand!
Hey, cool it. I told you. Turn around and walk away now, and we won't cause you any trouble.
Not a chance! Anyone who finds treasure out in the wild gets a share of it. Old Sire's rules. The East Myloff family will get their fair share for Old Sire's sake, but the rest, we've earned it! You think you could just show up here and expect us to walk away empty-handed? That's not what the rules say!
They're arguing over how to split the loot?
Oh, you think you've hit the jackpot, huh? All you've managed to do is block the way in. Bet you tried to get in, but failed, didn't you? You ain't getting nothing!
So what? We found this place first. There's gotta be a finder's fee for that, at least. Old Sire!
Old Sire is dead. Or were you hoping Zmi would pick up where he left off? Huh? You didn't think so. Now beat it!
What about Lady Voronina? You saying you're not scared of her either?
Oh, you!
Look, the only reason any of us are able to get by in this ash heap they call Snezhnaya is because of Old Sire. He put the rules in place for a reason, and no one gets to break them. Times have been tough for everyone. I get that. But if you break the rules, you can bet your life that Lady Voronina will be hearing about it.
All right, so we're doing this the hard way.
Don't you dare! Try anything, and we'll all be chewing rocks for the rest of our days!
Stop! You really want to die here?
We're all playing the same game, so don't take me for a fool. I know you left some men behind to seal the cave entrance from the outside when you came in. The boys on lookout told me. You never meant to let us get out alive. If it wasn't for these explosives, you'd have offed us already! We weren't the ones who stopped playing nice first. Didn't think you'd go this far for these antiques. But it looks like they'll sell for a lot more than I thought. And we want our share!
Antiques? Sell them? You short-sighted fools. You're the reason we're always getting trampled underfoot.
Oh, save it! You gonna make a deal or not?
Looks like we've run into another bunch of crooks robbing crooks. Valuable antiques, apparently. Fey gangs are known to smuggle that kind of stuff. We can't just hand antiques out to the villagers directly, though. We'll have to find a way to trade them in for Mora. But that, I can work with. The only thing that won't work is leaving here empty-handed. Leave this to me. Go, Tagarin.
Show me what you got company? Just you. Yes. Wait. Cover me.
over in a flash.
Drat! Leave him be. We took care of the guys outside. If he wants to call for backup, he'll have to go back to base. That gives us more than enough time to clean this place out. Let's go take a look inside. Antiques was right. None of this is from the present era. I don't know much about these ancient artifacts. If you're curious, I know a guy in the Rokot who's a bit of an expert about this kind of stuff. Maybe I can get him to come take a look later. This thing clearly isn't going anywhere. Let's start with whatever we can carry. But with this barrier blocking the way, we can't get any further inside.
Shadow Realm barrier device detected. With the right access card, it may be possible to unlock it.
An access card? Wait, that card we found earlier. Try it. With any luck, this might be what it's for. Everything else aside, at least the way's open. Still, if they knew they'd need this to clear the way, why leave it with the lookout outside? And then seal the cave entrance? Clearly this card is very important to them. They couldn't afford to let it fall into the wrong hands. But they also had to make sure it was safe before using it. I just wonder why they'd exercise this much caution over a bunch of antiques. Guess we'll just have to head inside and take a look. We can study this card and that pedestal later when we have the time. What is it? It's clearly not from this era either. Is this one of the antiques they were talking about? Nothing else around here looks that valuable. You think we can sell this? We gotta make this hunt worth it somehow. Wait, that device. I remember now. Not long ago, a Fey gang was going around buying up blueprints from the Bielitsar's time. I thought they might be worth some cash, so I swiped one to take a look. Pretty sure the drawing on the blueprint was this exact device. Not sure. All I remember is that we need to connect these pipes to get it running. Getting rid of the ice freezing the pipes should do the trick. Since the Fey gangs value this device so much, we might as well give it a try and see what it actually does. So warm. Some sort of furnace, maybe?
Looks like the intel was good. A prototype Kresnik's torch. Tech from that age is what the big boss needs for the plan.
Tagarn, don't move.
Smart choice if you ask me. See what I'm holding? I grabbed that numbskull's detonator during the commotion back there. Made a couple of modifications to it, too. Now, the moment I let this thing go, it's gonna blow!
So you came right back here without calling for backup? That wasn't such a smart choice.
Shut it! My men were wiped out, and I lost the access card. After all the manpower we put into obtaining it, if I go back now, the boss will have my head on the spot! I'm not leaving without that card! That and this equipment are crucial to the boss, so hand it over! Don't tell me you're after this technology too. Oh, I get it. Some other group sent you, huh? Who was it? The Energy Commission or Luchkin?
You're overcomplicating this. I have nothing to do with either of them.
Don't play games with me. After the old man died, the High Table decided we'd outlived our usefulness. Nowadays, we risk our necks digging stuff up in the Shadow Realm. And then what? It all ends up in the pockets of those big shots. Hey, I told you, tell your dog to get down and stay put!
Tagarin, down.
What the?
Down means to prepare to attack. Sit is staying put.
Who sent you? Who are you with?
No one. I'm just a hunter. So it's a prototype Kresnik's torch? Well, if it looks like a furnace, and it gives off light and heat like a furnace, let's just use it as a furnace. It really is unique. I've seen a lot of crystal-powered furnaces, and this one is stronger than any of them. It can warm up this whole area. This place makes a perfect shelter. I'll bring all the villagers at risk of freezing over here. Much easier than handing out crystal. This looked touch and go for a while, but in the end, it was a successful hunt. Oh, I'm sure that if we kept following the trail, we could end up accomplishing something pretty monumental. But I'm also sure that would involve pointing my gun at more people along the way. And honestly, that's not what I'm about. Question for you. What do you think is the difference between a hunter and an adventurer? With the sprawling wilderness before them, a hunter turns back after catching their prey. But an adventurer always goes that extra step further. So, I'll let you hold on to that access card and any weapon parts we find here. You're the most famous member of the Adventurers Guild after all. Monumental events always seem to find you, don't they? Of course, I know that. Anyway, let's bring the villagers over. Turns out there's another exit here. I only noticed it when we were escorting the villagers over. Might be useful when you're in a hurry. We did good today. Thanks for all your help. Pleasantries aside, here's your payment, so please take it. If you ever need a hand in the future, I'll be ready to do my part.
Don't mind me. I won't be around much longer.
This pedestal looks interesting. I'm curious to know what it's used for.
Well, for starters, I can definitely confirm that it's Shadow Realm technology. Hey there, I'm Trapeznikov, a friend of Alosha's.
Remember when I said I was gonna bring someone I know from the Rokot? This is the guy. He's a real expert on Shadow Realm tech. So anyway, the pedestal. Any idea what it does?
Looks to me like some sort of device for browsing information. But you need the right access to unlock it.
Establishing user permissions. Activated.
Looks like we can use this pedestal to look up information on those technological creations.
Great. Mystery solved, I guess.
This access card of yours is really quite something, Traveler. It activated this pedestal, opens barriers. I expect we'll need to unlock the relevant clearance first, though. I bet it involves the symbols on the card in some way. You want me to teach you? I'm afraid my knowledge is rudimentary at best, but I'll do my best to answer any questions you have.
Shadow Realm Barrier and Shadow Realm Vault. This appears to be a leftover from an earlier time when someone was studying the Shadow Realm. Using part of the Shadow Realm as a barrier, it holds a good number of firearms and firearm parts inside. Upgrade the mysterious access card in your possession, and you might just be able to shut down the barrier and open the Shadow Realm Vault. Upgrade the mysterious access card in your possession, and you might be able... Why does it just duplicate the text? You know what? Moving on.
I like music. In fact, I've taught myself to play many different instruments. You don't believe me? Find me a piano, and I'll show you a thing or two.
Alright. So we're good here now. For now.
Huh? All that work for this?
Alright. We're good on Kresnik energy.
Tagarin, on your left. Nice. Just trying to make sure everyone at the shelter is eating well. I mean, we can't really count on Mr. Yakintov for that. Shh! You can't say things like that.
What would you know? A real fisherman reels his catch in.
Tagarin, on your left. Nice. Just trying to make... Shh! You can't...
It's been a while since I've done any fishing. You know, it just occurred to me that I might not have the bait that these things are actually interested in. Yep. Lovely, lovely. I'll work on that. Alright, so we'll head over here next to try out the Chimeric Winged Lion and see if Stellar 1 can handle it. If not, then we'll switch over to Hyper Bloom 1. And then it'll get, that team will get its turn here in Snezhnaya. Oh, that's what this is. Alright, let's fight.
How tiresome. Cha.
You're obviously not going to make this easy.
Huh? All that work for this. Huh? All that work for this.
And yet there's still no opening here. Wait. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Seriously? Okay, yeah.
There is no escape!
This is really annoying. Oh, now I can do it. Wow. Finally.
Take them. I have no need.
Unbelievable. There. You happy now? Wait. Oh, okay. Alright, back to the task at hand.
The Winter Shogun approaches.
A bear rubbing its back on a tree. They're definitely getting better at making the wildlife actually feel a part of the environment. Don't do this.
Illusion flame.
4 raw meat instead of 3. Alright. Let's see how we fare. The Chimeric Winged Lion. The Chimeric Winged Lion will oscillate between 2 enhanced states, Thunder Call and Gale Force. When it is in the Thunder Call state, it will become weakened when its elemental ward is broken. Additionally, any attempts to spread its Thunder Blades will be disrupted by the Stellar Glimmer reaction. When it is in the Gale Force state, it will attempt to absorb any animal orbs that are on the field to charge its attack. At this time, destroying the orbs or using Stellar Glimmer reaction can stop charging and weaken it. So it's all about the Stellar Glimmer.
Shine down.
Let's test my hypothesis. Come on, keep it up. Ha! Ha!
Alright, not bad. Severed Tail of the Sky Roamer. So in order to level up Odette, I need to fight something called the Immortal Construct.
Flame. Illusion shattered.
Take a break. A spot of tea time entertainment.
Alright, so we've reached over here. Now we continue onward. Oh, lovely.
Fearless. Paradigm shift. Surge. Annihilate. You've earned yourself a reward.
Who said you get to get up? Still not done? Okay. Probably not wise to go up that way. Prime Ice Construct. Launching platform. A launch pad made out of prime ice. Somehow, prime ice has the elasticity to do that. Step on it to launch yourself to higher ground, and maybe it works on certain targets as well.
So we're doing this. There is no escape. Extinguish. You've earned yourself a reward.
Wow. This is cheese. You know, I can't help but chuckle when I see food items that are represented in the same way as artifacts. Then we have fish, crabs, and the like. Actually, no. I've never seen a crab just come out of a chest and then look like this, but I'm guessing it probably would. Still haven't found a crab in Snezhnaya, though. Hopefully that changes. Hopefully. Gotta double back to that teleport waypoint. Actually. Am I close enough to connect? Yes. I just gotta make sure I don't freeze to death when I connect like that. The wolves? How did the wolves make it all the way over here? All right. Now, unfortunately, given the nature of Glacia fruit, I cannot collect seeds for them with the seed dispensary. Regrettable, truly.
Flame, shine down. Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
Whoops. All right. I'll go down into that ravine later. Yeah, the main goal is to make it all the way over here to... Oh, the Immortal Construct. Okay. Why is that the only place that's thawed? Same standard applies. If we struggle, we go back to Hyper Bloom 1. What is that?
Illusion shattered.
Oh, chimerics.
Come on, keep up. What a joke. Take a break. How tiresome.
You know, I'm starting to see why alchemy was outlawed in Snezhnaya.
Huh? All that work for this.
Maybe not outlaw, just extremely frowned upon. Is that an owl? It's not just ambient noise anymore, we get real owls. This just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Alright, let's collect some more chimeric materials. Lumifluorite. No kidding! Yes, there's a chest nearby. How do I get in? Oh wow, they're really having fun with this ice. Prime Chimeric Nexus. Again with the prime stuff. Ooh. Treants. Juvenile tree segments.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Look at that. Grass.
There is no escape.
Aleshi, one of the Fey people of Snezhnaya. The exceptionally resilient ancient Leshi can root themselves into recovery and enhancement. However, when they are rooted, their hearts will be exposed. Attack the Leshi's heart to disrupt its rooting. Additionally, when the Leshi's rooting is disrupted, any pyro affecting it will also deal a small amount of damage. When affected by the Stellar Glimmer reaction while it's rooted, the Leshi's heart will become more exposed and easier to attack.
You've earned yourself a reward.
You know, I don't mind there being a new reaction type. Oh right, I don't get anything from these guys. I don't mind there being a new reaction type, but when you just make everything dependent on that one weakness, it's just not fun. I do wish there was a little bit more variety.
Illusion shattered. You've earned yourself a reward.
What do we got? Golden ferns. Oh right, the pine cones. I need to go back to the beginning. For the pine cones, obviously. We can grow golden ferns, but that's gonna be a very slow process when it comes to maxing out golden ferns. There are berries here too, just... Oh, no, 3. Now that is nice. 1 berry over here, and evidence showing that the birds actually eat the berries. Alright, let's rock.
They say that at absolute zero, everything falls completely still. Compared to that, this is nothing.
Beware of the boss. The Immortal Construct. A nigh-immortal life form created through bioalchemy. Why they would want to make this, I don't know. The Immortal Construct burns its life to enter the Life Flare state, in which it gains several HP shields at one time. Any damage dealt to it while in this state will restore its HP. When the number of HP restoring shields goes below a certain number, or after Life Flare lasts for a set time, the Immortal Construct will attempt to unleash Scorching Radiance. To stop it, you must break all of its HP shields. The Immortal Construct will be unable to recover any HP when it is affected by Stellar Glimmer reactions, no matter what it does. So you note in previous blurbs it says Stellar Glimmer reaction, singular. Here it says Stellar Glimmer reactions, plural. There is a great amount of ambiguity in the term Stellar Glimmer. Should just be stellar reactions at this point. But anyway, from what it sounds like, we should be good with a Stellar team, Stellar 1, but it really does make me wonder, can I Hyper Bloom this to death? I am tempted to try.
Wait.
There is no escape! Torn to oblivion! Extinguished! Mine to wield.
Alright. That's one. Next.
Shine down!
Come on, keep up. A spot of teacup.
Wasn't expecting this. The stars fade to black.
A moonlit night for all.
Annihilate.
Okay.
There is no escape. Now you shall perish. Shine down. Wasn't expecting this.
A new moon rises.
There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal. Shine down.
Wayne.
Someone else has to.
Okay, so there are some flaws in this strategy. Alright, we're far enough away. First round with Hyper Bloom 1 in Snezhnaya. Let's see how we fare. And just like that, victory is mine. And so the question is answered. Can you Hyper Bloom it to death? Yes. Yes, you can.
Come on, keep up.
Wow, your foot actually drags in the snow. This is gonna end up in a fight. Yep.
Surge.
Weird. I know I didn't have to wait the full I know I didn't wait the full cooldown the last time I revived Skirt. So why?
There is no escape. How tiresome.
Okay, this works.
Come on, keep up.
Although it is rather slow. But on the bright side, it doesn't use up stamina. So those who don't use Kazuha still have a chance. Oh, right.
Huh?
First, let the stamina rebuild.
How tiresome.
Let's see. Yeah, I'd just be better off warping here and heading out on the tracks.
Come on, keep up. Take a break. Pick up the pace. Come on, keep up. How tiresome.
Well, I found my target. That's one. Alright. Domain of Forgery. pour. The measured pour of the cellared spiritual nectar. Alright. Swirl damage triggered by characters is increased by 200%. Stellar Swirl is increased by 60. Let's see how we do without it.
Illusion shattered.
Oh, nice. We are already off to a great start.
There is no escape.
It is going to be very easy to farm these guys.
Illusion shattered.
We still need to take out more of the Leshy.
We're doing this
Alright, satisfied here. Got a good rhythm going, and I'm confident I can repeat it.
So we're doing this the shine down.
Oh.
Wasn't expecting.
A moonlit night for all.
Torn to oblivion.
Take a break. What a joke. How tiresome. Surge.
I'll admit I underestimated you.
Illusion shattered.
Converge. Take a break. How tiresome.
There is no escape.
Surge.
Now you shall perish. Shine down.
Watch this!
Come on, keep up.
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion! There is no escape! Annihilate! Illusion shattered!
Let's test my hypothesis. How tiresome.
Surge! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal! Piercing us! Fly! Remove all obstacles! There is no escape! Converge!
Come on, keep up. A spot of tea time entertainment.
Shine down! Torn to oblivion! Rain! Obliterating! Piercing ice! Fly!
Take a break. How tiresome.
Surge! There is no escape! Annihilate!
The stars fade to black.
Illusion shattered! Three moons converge! Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
You win this one.
Wait. I got all of them? Alright. Alright then.
Did they run from home too?
I guess we're done here. I did not expect to come across one of those area bosses. Alright, what's next? Would be nice to go over here to this town. At least then we can hit a new statue. Got one over here. And another over here, but that looks hazardous to my health. Traveling in a relatively straight line. Yeah, let's double back over here and head to this town from the train. Probably a good idea to heal first. We got owls in town too. Alright, back to business.
The Winter Shogun approaches.
Alright, we're actually going the right direction now. In the Mutual Aid in Bloom Into the Frostlands event, as a member of the Mutual Aid Advancement Network, the traveler is tasked with exploring a designated part of Snezhnaya according to the given plan and completing operation objectives, such as photo taking. Complete objectives to earn supply rewards, as well as obtain fervor coupons. In the Snowballs of Roland challenge, the traveler uses their fervor coupons after reaching a certain rating to exchange for a corresponding number of Lady Catherine statue parts that can be used to decorate the stronghold. The statue can be placed in the Serena teapot. In the stronghold, you will come across a Mutual Aid network storage device. You can place any duplicate statue parts you have in this device to pass them on to other network members. Placing a part in storage also earns you share points that allows you to collect parts left by other members. Okay, so they're actually making an effort to promote item exchange, so that's good. And they've actually put a reasonable limit on it to prevent people like me from having a monopoly over the network. I mean, I'm not online at all times, so who wants to wait for me to pop up out of nowhere just to get some crabs? Beware of. I don't want to go there, but it sounds like whoever that person is means beware of train damage. Sure, I'm always happy to be the voice of reason. Sounds like Okarab could be a regular Shadow Realm. Not one that just comes and goes. Alright, we got a lead on that. Where warriors sing the sea shanties. Well, we found the Snezhnayan Sea. Now, if only we could find a beach. A genuine beach to go crab hunting. Or at the very least, an anomalous area where finding crabs wouldn't be too irregular. Yes, I am dedicated to finding crabs in Snezhnaya. I found crabs in every region so far and have found locations where crab spawn exists. captain of the Seesaw, first mate of the Seesaw. Well, this is disappointing. I actually expected a few shops over here, a few sea shops. But no, nothing. Okay, so I didn't get that one. Yeah, it is up this building. Alright. I don't need to look up. Just need to look ahead of me.
Take a break.
Hello and welcome. Here we go. The glimmering bait recipe. Always have a few fish hanging around so I can at least get the baits.
Come on, keep up.
Alright. That was a poor jump.
How tiresome.
Alright.
Come on, keep up.
Just got one more teleport waypoint in this town, and then we can move on to the next location.
Take a break.
Well, someone's enjoying themselves. Oh, right. These essential oils are a thing. You know, now I think about it, I don't think I've actually used essential oils since Fontaine. And that was 2 years ago now. Maybe 3. Yeah, Fontaine was 2024, so 2 years. now we head that way.
Pick up the pace.
Okay, okay. For a second I thought that bear was just walking into a tree. We are once again very close to maxing out raw meat.
Certainly went out of your way for this, didn't you? It's all yours.
The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Now this looks interesting. And we got another level to the sword. In some corner of the universe, there must be answers and hope. How much time has slipped away since someone looked up at the starry sky with such a thought? After the next upgrade, it'll be level 80, and we'll get another effect. When the Traveler equips this, their crit damage increases by 6% for every element they have resonated with. We have resonated with all 7. Additionally, the Traveler's attack will also increase by 24% for 8 seconds, and regenerate 5 elemental energy after they attack and hit an opponent. This effect can only be triggered once every 5 seconds. This cannot be triggered. This can be triggered even when the character is not on the field. Okay. Right now, we're not focusing entirely on doing quests. This is more about unlocking as many of the teleport waypoints as possible without triggering quests, just so we can actually get around well enough. Once we have taken care of that, then we'll start doing actual quest exploration. Alright, so this one right back here would be good to unlock right now. Now we can just walk around Glue Pop like it's nothing. Sorry, but I gotta ask, you're not one of the guys that I knocked out when I raided this place, right? Oh, you were deployed near the Experimental Design Bureau. at least 100 Patui soldiers who earned the Fireblade Shock Trooper qualification badge have fallen at your hands. Okay. Well, at least he's taking it well. For my acting captain. Ah, Anton! Now this guy I remember. A lot of hallucinations went down in the chasm. And then there's this guy. No name, no face as usual.
Please show your credentials before entering the Armory Palace.
Oh, right. That's not where I want to go. I don't want to go into the Armory Palace. I want to leave the Armory Palace. Come on. Don't make this difficult. Alright. Found my way out. Yep. No. Okay. Victory. Now then. Yeah, wrong angle. Okay. I gotta say, it's good to know that I haven't gotten rusty in my climbing using Shalonen as long as I have. Alright. Might as well see how high I can get. Wait, the ice cream expires? Oh, wow. I remember a time when inventory was eternal. Now, not so much. Alright.
called back to the Zeppeljärni Palace again? Ugh, seriously. What's the point in all these endless meetings?
I knew it. There's a cryoculus at the top of this building. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna make it. Oh, that could work. I got an idea. It should work. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. I need to get a little bit higher. Yes. Okay, a little bit higher. Alright. Alright, we're good.
Take a break.
And just like that, we're here.
Yep.
Second tallest structure in Snezhnaya. Second only to the Tsaritsa's palace. And there's probably a cryoculus at the top of that too. Alright, facing the right direction. Heading right here. Got good momentum.
Time for more snow, damselettes.
You know, it just occurred to me that in the worst case scenario, I might have run out of Kresnik energy while I was climbing. And then I'd be at the mercy of sheer cold.
Who come by?
A treasure buried in time.
It looks like you're trying to pick a fight. Alright. Alright, we have one more. One more statue that I feel comfortable getting. This one right on the edge. I don't trust this one because, one, these two peaks right here, they're showing whiteout conditions, and that just screams instant death for me. And with the train tracks, I checked my map and there's nothing. There is a path, but it's locked. So this tells me I can't get there yet. It might be part of another world quest. And the fact that the statue is here and it rather than giving me a wide berth area, it extends ever so slightly upward, as if this is the only path you can go to. You can't cut over the mountains to do it. Right here, the Sanctuary of Grief, or anywhere else. That tells me that there's something here that they only want you to have one path to go to at this point. So we're going to reach this and save this one for later. Alright, I should probably also unlock these waypoints and get to this domain, the Inverted Glacier, which has all of the artifacts. Yes, let's definitely do that. Oh, nice. Red beets. And red beet seeds. Hi, how
So
are
we're
you?
doing this the hard way. Illusion shattered.
A treasure buried in time.
That was not intentional.
How tiresome.
Your hard work is paying off, as it should.
I just want the beats. I'm not even trying to save the lumberyard.
Shine down. Extinguished. Yeah.
A treasure buried in time.
escape.
Yeah, it's better to just stick to bears. Wow, this is a lot of beets. Why are you transporting so many beets in a lumberyard? Or through a lumberyard?
Just you.
Oh, come on. All right.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Shine down.
You've earned yourself a reward.
Nice.
They call this a pleasant surprise, right?
Well. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with this yet. I will wipe them out, just not now. I'm sorry, what was that? Wait, what? Oh, mint seed. Not mint. I didn't max out mint. I just maxed out mint seed a long time ago.
There is no escape.
Alright, let's make it over to that domain. Alright, now domain.
How tiresome. Pick up the pace. Whatever. I marked it, so I'll come back later. Yeah. Take a break?
Made it. All right.
Shine down! Take them. I have no need.
It's not gonna take me long to build up a material stockpile if this keeps up. Alright. Delicious consomme. Sakura tempura. Matsutake meat rolls. Not bad. Ice erosion. We got Scarlet Proof. Increases attack by 18% and increases the equipping character's crit rate by 16% and their Stellar Swirl reaction dealt by 40% for 10 seconds after they trigger a Stellar Swirl reaction. Alright, so we have artifacts dedicated to Stellar Swirl. And another one just dedicated to Stellar Glimmer as a whole. Alright, let's rock.
There is no escape! Illusion shattered!
How could this be?
Oh, round two, okay.
There is no escape! Stickler!
Chimeric Bears. Alright, nothing perfect, but it's a start.
Come now! Shine down! At my command! A moonlit night for all.
How could this be?
Wayne.
All right. We're getting there slowly but surely.
Illusion shattered. Annihilate. Mine to wield. Confirmed. There is no escape.
A spot of tea time entertainment. Come on, keep up. Take a break. How tiresome.
Surge.
Shine down! Extinguish! Impossible! Mine to wield.
How could this be?
Alright, this will be the last one, then we move on.
Come no closer. Illusion shattered. Impossible. Mine to wield.
Midnight for all.
Alright. I should have a full set to work with now. The cheese is still here. Although I think the fish moved.
They say that at absolute zero, everything falls completely still. Compared to that, this is nothing.
Alright, so we got a starting point, I think.
There is no escape!
Alright, last domain there is for talent books. Getting close.
keep up. Pick up the pace.
And that's the last of them. Now, which town does Odette run off of? Charity. We have glory, fortitude, and charity.
Illusion shattered. Mine to wield.
Nice. Alright, just one more, then we'll go for that last statue. Mine to wield.
What a joke. How tiresome.
Illusion shattered.
Alright, not bad. Good starter pack, so let us make our way over to the fourth statue. And we've made our way to another Shadow Realm. Awesome. Oh! Sorry, just did not expect something else to be around that corner. Uh-oh. Oh. Don't stop now, keep moving. Wait, where is it? Okay, at least I'm good. At least I'm safe. There was a piece of fowl here just now. And where is the statue? Blocking lead. Alright. There it is. Alright, now I know someone's messing with me. Taking 12 berries will not make a difference in my ultimate goal of having 9,999 berries. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Oh, wow, this is a mess. This is... this in and of itself is going to have to be its own stream. Not something... and I doubt it's something I could take care of this late at night without dragging into morning. As there are still things I need to do tomorrow morning. I will be streaming tomorrow, just not early morning. So let us enhance the blade once more. Perhaps humans are no different from moths drawn to a flame, but so be it. Even the most ordinary life yearns to survive. The grand wish of the shifting stars is the last one. But we won't be handling that today. Overall, we have, at the very least, unlocked the map. So we now know the location of the other teleport waypoints that we need to take care of. Another meeting point in Tidesong Cavern. The Huntsman's Cabin. And... the Korolevsky Theater. Alright, so just give me a moment to see where we are so I can create a plan for tomorrow. Alright. Tomorrow we're going to take care of these two meeting points. And then we're going to investigate this mountain. And then try to get into this area. Not sure how I'm going to get into this area, seeing because it seems like if I so much as touch it, I'm gonna freeze to death. But we'll find out a way. Most likely there'll be some way once I start this quest. Not sure. And we'll make it to this point on this mountain going forward. Anyway, thank you so much to everyone who came to watch this stream today and those who come to watch the playback later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of the next Genshin Impact stream. And do leave any questions you might have going forward. I'll try to answer them as best I can. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.